Alright guys, welcome to the PressStart podcast. It is the 4th week in the podcast. And today is the 23rd of August. And a very good week in gaming. Probably the best week so far in the podcast. So it's Gamescom this week, so we got some pretty good stories and a lot of information. It's kind of funny. Usually I have a nice long list of topics I want to talk about. I'm pretty detailed with it. But this time, here's my list. Microsoft conference, Sony conference, other Gamescom stuff. That's my list. Usually it's a lot longer than that, but there's just like so much to talk about that I'm probably gonna have to scroll through and look at stuff, because stuff happens like at a split second that something else will happen. So I'll try to just talk about what caught my eye the most, and I probably won't get to anything that happened before Gamescom, but that's okay. Alright, so first topic, Microsoft conference. So at Gamescom, Microsoft had their conference. I did not get to watch this one live because was this the one? I think theirs was like really late at night in America, so I just didn't bother watching it. But pretty much the main stuff that happened is yeah, mostly Microsoft's conference was not that big. It had a few announcements, but nothing major. And by major, we'll get to that later, but yeah. Okay, so they announced, this is probably not going to be in order because I'm going off just a list of what happened, but they announced Ubisoft's Fighter Within, which is the game which I thought was that one game that was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's I can't think of the word, but the game I thought it was gonna be like a Prince of Persia game or something like that. I don't know, but it's a Kinect fighting game. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Awesome indeed. So that was an announcement, but what can you do? And then they announced Fable Legends. Now, Fable Legends is the next Fable game in the series. It's not Fable 4, but still a Fable game. So what Fable Legends is, from what I've kind of gathered, is it's a co-op game where there's five characters you can play, or I guess 5 players. 4 players are on one side, and they're all heroes. They can be like the sorceress, the fighter, or something like that. Just your typical RPG ones. And the kind of thing that makes this game is that one character is the villain, plays the villain. So let's just say I'm playing with a bunch of my friends, and we're just gonna all play as heroes. Then there'd be one person who would be playing that would pretty much be the dungeon master. They get to decide where all like enemies go and where traps are laid, where to like put walls up, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So it's very interesting. I'm gonna be drinking during this, so You're gonna hear me pause. This is gonna be a very unprofessional PressStart podcast. Just because I don't really... It's gonna be like kind of all over the place because of Gamescom. So why don't we just make it laid back? But yeah, it seems like a cool idea to me. Like, depending on what I see of gameplay, like what it's like, it's gonna be. I'm interested to see more of this. Like, just playing around with, like, just some other person just trying to screw you over. It's funny. And the guy that's playing the villain, he can. Let's say you guys, like, your party of 4 people is split up. And like 2 people go over there and 2 people go a little bit far away. They can put a wall so you can't get back together. So even like if you got one person who strays off, they could put a wall up or something like that and completely block you off from your teammates and just throw waves and waves of enemies at you. It would be pretty intense. I'd have to, I'd have to say, but depends on how the game looks and plays, and we didn't really get too much on that, but it's coming out next year, and it's made by Lionhead Studios, who made other Fable games. So Mojang's Cobalt was announced. Mojang is the programmer or whatever, like, they're involved with Minecraft. So yeah, I didn't really get to see anything of that. But let's move on to more stuff. So if you buy an Xbox One, or is it pre-order? If you pre-order an Xbox One in Europe, you get FIFA 14 for free. That is a pretty dang good a deal. FIFA is huge in Europe, so like people are gonna buy it, but you're giving it to them for free. It's a pretty good deal, I have to say. Like, I wish they would do something like that for America, because that would help mend a little bit of the anger towards everybody. Maybe give away Battlefield 4 for free over in America. People would probably maybe go over to Microsoft's side if that happened. But that's cool. It's very cool. But in this article, maybe Madden 25 will be included in America, which is not bad, but I'd rather have something else. I'm a huge Madden fan, but it's just, I mean, I would like to wait every few years to get Madden nowadays. But I mean, pretty much that was it, in my opinion. I know I didn't really watch too much of it, or even watch it, but they did not have too much that really excited people. I think they had some kind of Call of Duty exclusiveness, but I'm not completely sure. And then there's one other big thing, but I'll wait until after I talk about Sony. So now time to move on to Sony. Alright, so they started out talking about Gran Turismo and the PS3 and all that. Which is, you know, it's big over in Europe, Gran Turismo, so I get it, but I don't really care for its series. And they also announced a movie for Gran Turismo, which does not make any sense at all. At all. Like, no, I would not. What are you going to make a movie about? I have no idea. I have no idea. They announced the Little Big Planet hub, which I don't know if they gave out too much about it, but it seems like it's Little Big Planet for free or play to free kind of model, which probably will do pretty well. But so after that, probably the biggest news in my opinion, maybe the second biggest news, was the PS Vita got a price drop of about $50, which I've been thinking about getting a Vita, so that kind of really makes me happy. So now it's down to $199 for a Vita, which is not too bad. Much better than it was before. And then they also announced a PS4. Wait, what? Oh, okay, alright. They also announced a PS3 12 gig version for $200, which I talked about last week, and it was not that big. Like it's kind of a rip-off. I'd rather get the Vita than 12 gig PS3. So after that, well, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about the Vita. If the Vita can start selling some more, it's going to be really interesting to see how important it is to the PS4. Because they were showing some, they showed some crossplay of Assassin's Creed 4. So they started playing it on the PS4, and then they moved over to the Vita. And it seemed like it was working pretty well. But you don't know if how live that was. But if it works that well, it's going to be very useful. I mean, that would persuade me to buy a Vita a lot more. So, I think the Vita has a good potential to be have a very good future with PS4. But after that, they announced they did like 20 or something, like 15 or 20 like games they announced that are coming to the PS4. Actually, pretty much all of them were indie games, which is it's fine with me. We're getting the indie love, which I guess is more going towards the hardcore gamers and Microsoft. So a few of them that were announced was Murasaki Baby. That one looked interesting. It looked interesting. It could be really good. It's for the Vita though. Big Fest for the Vita, which is like a festival simulator. Everybody's gone to the Rapture from people who made Dear Esther. That looks promising. It's about post-apocalyptic world where you're just gonna explore it. It looks like. So that's, to me, that would probably be really fun. Rhyme looked really good. I thought, like it. When I watched it, I kind of got an Ico vibe from it, and then some people said they gave him a Wind Waker vibe with the art style, and I sort of see that, but I got more of just like an Ico vibe. It looked cool, so I'm interested in that one. Helldivers, yeah. Resogun. That was a beautiful looking game, but it was intense as could be, and I would probably suck at that game so much. It would be really bad. But other than that, the non-indie stuff, I guess. They showed off the iToy. They showed off the iToy with a game called The Playroom. Like, it's pre-installed in every PS4, but you don't get an iToy with the PS4. So I don't know who's gonna be playing that. It looked okay, but I mean, it looked like a stupid Connect kind of game, so I didn't really care. We had a trailer for Infamous Second Son. I think I'll wait later to talk about that. I'm not, after all the conference stuff, I'm just going to talk about a whole bunch of games. Yeah, so I'll wait off on that. They had, like I said, the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag demo and the second screen functionality. And then they... Oh yeah, Borderlands 2 was announced for the Vita. That's pretty big news. That's a good gift for the Vita. Having a game that gives you a whole bunch of hours like Borderlands 2, that is very cool. Very cool indeed. Anything else? Sony's Music Unlimited service. You can listen to games while playing. Or yes, you can listen to games while playing for the first time ever. Listen to music while playing games. So I don't like. I think the Xbox 360 has that, but I just can't get that to work or something. Maybe I'm just being stupid. And also, I don't have any music on my Xbox 360, so. But they also announced they have a partnership with Twitch, so you can stream your stuff on Twitch and all that. So that was that's good because I think they had Ustream before, which is not the biggest one. I'm pretty sure Twitch is the biggest live streaming service, so that is good. I'll probably use that every once in a while, since it's already in there. And Minecraft was announced. I don't care for that. But yeah, so the biggest news of Sony's conference was the release date of the PS4 is November 15th, which is a Friday. Now, before the conference, I had heard that it could come out in early October. I heard it could come out in December. So I was hoping just for anything before, like, the last week in November. Anything before that, I would be happy. And I got, like, pretty much in between. So November 15th, I'm disappointed because, you know, I want it as soon as possible. But it's still not bad. It's not bad at all. And Microsoft did not announce a release date. So we still only know one console's release date. Now, people are trying to speculate when Microsoft is going to set their release date. A lot of people are saying November 5th with Call of Duty Black Ops, or not Black Ops, Call of Duty Ghost. But I mean, that's a big opportunity just because how important Call of Duty Ghost is to Xbox One. But that just doesn't, that seems way too early. Like, I don't think Microsoft's ready to launch that early. I mean, it just seems too early for Microsoft, I think. So my guess is, like, it's probably like the week after that. I know, but like a week's not going to make that big of a difference, but maybe you can get a few thousand more consoles ready before then. But yeah, I'd have to say it's going to be a week before Sony's. So that would be the 8th. Because I think Microsoft has to get out early. Or before Sony. And Sony, if it goes out before... Stupid bug. If Sony goes out before Microsoft, I think it's going to be some big trouble. But I don't see Microsoft doing that. So Microsoft, I'm guessing, is going to be the 8th. No, not the 8th or the 9th, something like that. Or I guess the 5th is probably the next best possibility, but yeah, like I said, probably the Friday of the week Call of Duty comes out, which is not even, it's 3 extra days. So why is it? I don't know. But it's exciting just to have a release date for one of the consoles. It's set in stone. I know when I need to go pick up my PS4 and all that. This makes me happy. We have 3 months, a little less than 3 months till it comes out. It's exciting, guys. It's funny when they announced it. I'm like, okay. I looked up on a calendar and see what day that the 15th was. It was, and it's Friday. So I'm like, okay. I went to go check my school schedule, and I only have one class on Friday, and it's at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So after that class, I'm booking it over to GameStop, picking up my PS4, and playing that thing all day long. Too bad I'm probably gonna have to work the next day. Maybe I could just go on and act sick or something like that. Play it all weekend long. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm hoping I do get it on the first day because I think I'm pretty high up on the list. So I should be able to get it, but I'll let you guys know. I guess within the next few months. We still have a lot more time, so once I go stopping at GameStop a few times before it launches, I should know. But yeah, so that's the 2 conferences. Nothing too major. I was hoping for at least one more AAA game for each of the consoles, but hey, I mean, what can you do? So, next up, I guess I should talk about. Actually, I'm gonna go. I need to do something. No, I don't know what I'm even talking about. Alright, so we're gonna talk about other stuff like the games and other news, which I don't think there's any big news besides games. So it's probably just gonna be me talking about what games caught my eye and all that. We're already like 22 minutes in, so I don't expect this video to actually be that long. Yeah, maybe because I cut out some stuff, but yeah. So let's get to the games. Alright, so the game, let's see, what should I start with? I'll start with Watch Dogs. So they showed off, I think there was a small trailer, or short trailer, for Watch Dogs at Sony's conference. Yeah, I mean, nothing new, really. I think, I guess, after the conference, though, they showed off, I saw a video where they showed off a very small portion of multiplayer where somebody was on like an iPad or something, and kind of like Fable Legends, they're like controlling like obstacles and all that, and you're trying to just get past it. It looked okay. And then I read an article where people would jump into your game and pretty much try to like hack your world to screw you up or something like that. And if they succeed, they get money from you. And if you stop them, then you stop them. So you have to kind of hunt them down and quit them from hacking you. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed multiplayer in that the person blends in with the crowd. So you have to find them. And if they do hack you, you can go and hack them. Go in their world and hack them. So that'll be pretty interesting. Just to, like, pretend I'm doing a Let's Play of the game and I'm just driving, and then all of a sudden somebody tries to hack me, and then all of a sudden I have to go find this guy, stop him in the amount of time, and if I want to, I can go and retaliate and try to hack him. It's just, that's what I like about Watch Dogs. Random stuff's gonna happen, and it's gonna change like 1 second you're just me, like I'm gonna drive to this mission and just go on with the story, and then like 5 minutes later, like, okay, I just went through a car chase. I just robbed a place. I just destroyed this guy's phone. Somebody tried to jump into my game and hacking me. I stopped them. Then I went into their game and hacked them. And then I came back and I stopped the crime. That could all happen in 5 minutes with Watch Dogs. That's just amazing. But like I was going to say before I mentioned the multiplayer, but now I just want the game to come out. I think we all do. I've seen enough just come out already. I already have it pre-ordered. I'm guessing we won't see much of the game from now on, though. But yeah, just come out already. I'll talk about another Ubisoft game, Assassin's Creed 4. It looks really good. It has a lot of potential, just like Assassin's Creed 3. And a lot of people are just wary of it because of Assassin's Creed 3. But, I mean, it's going to be a good game. Assassin's Creed 3 was a good game. It just was disappointing. It's going to be a good game. It's just going to matter if it's going to be a great game or amazing game. That's what we're trying to figure out. And it looks like it could be a really great game. I'm excited for it. There's a lot to do. The ship battles and all that look cool. The world looks like it's huge, and there's lots to do in it. Now I'm just wondering what the story's gonna be like and what the assassinations are gonna be like. And if I like what I see, then I should be completely sold in the game. I'm getting that too for my PS4, so that is it's looking good. I'm not I guess I'm a little bit skeptical, but not really. Like, I'm almost sold on the game, but just need like a little bit more story information. I guess I just want to play the game. That's the thing. Once I play the game, then you know what it's gonna be like. Yeah, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed 4. XCOM Enemy Within expansion was announced. New abilities, weapons, and multiplayer content. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a game I want to play. I just never got around to playing it. So maybe I'll pick it up sooner or later. But that's cool. Dead Rising 3. That game, I love how there's so many zombies. Like, I absolutely love it so much. But something about it just bothers me. Like, it's something about it, I just feel uneasy about it. If I was getting an Xbox One on launch, there's no doubt I'd be getting that game. Because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And you can kill like 100 zombies in like a minute. So, yeah, it looks fun, but just something about it makes me nervous. I can't really put my finger on it. But yeah, I'm just a little bit worried. Elder Scrolls Online has a monthly subscription model. For some reason, I thought they already announced that was going to be a one-time payment of $60, but maybe that was just somebody assuming. I'm not really interested in that game, because I'm not a big MMO kind of guy. And I'd rather just have Elder Scrolls be a single-player game. But if it turns out to be really good, I may just find a friend who has it. I will never do a subscription model for an MMO. Maybe Maybe if The Division does that, I'll do it, but I'm pretty sure The Division is a one-time payment game. South Park with Stick of Truth. People are saying it's really funny. That makes sense. Still no release date, which I'm very worried about. Or maybe I'm happy about, because I want it to be on PS4 and Xbox One instead of current gen. Just because by the time that game comes out, which is probably early January of next year, I'm probably done with my Xbox 360. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll pick up a few games every once in a while, but I'm pretty much done after that. Anything? What else is there? Witcher 3 is gonna be a good game, I can already tell. Like, I tried playing Witcher 2, but my computer has like a terrible time running that. So, I guess I'm gonna have to wait until the Witcher 3 comes out to actually play that game. But that looks really good. It's probably gonna be the top RPG for a while. Destiny, I saw some gameplay of that, which was pretty much the exact same thing as the E3 demo. But it showed off a little bit more. That game, I'm interested, but it just reminds me of Borderlands so much that I'm not that interested. Like, Borderlands, I have to be in a certain kind of mood to like that game. Like, I played Borderlands 2 a few weeks ago after not playing it for like half a year, because I just absolutely hated that game for a while. But then I started out when I first bought the game, I absolutely loved it. And then once it started getting difficult, I absolutely hated it. And I hated it for like months, and I came back a few weeks ago and I played it, and it was a lot of fun. And now, like, just seeing Destiny makes me like hate this game, but I would like it though. I like it, but I hate it. It just reminds me so much of Borderlands, but then they got all this like futuristic stuff that like seems really cool. I don't know, like, when that game comes out, I'll probably get it, but I have to be in the mood to really like that game. And if I am in the mood, then I'll really like that game. What else? Battlefield 4 showed off some gameplay and all that. That game's looking pretty good. It's probably one of those games I won't get at launch, but I may think about getting a few weeks after, just to have a nice multiplayer game, you know, just waste some time. But yeah, it looks cool. It looks beautiful. Arkham Origins is looking pretty good. They show off a new villain, and Firefly is, yeah, the Firefly is the new villain, or one of the new villains. It's looking pretty good. I may actually pick that game up, but we'll have to see. Dark Souls 2 is gonna have closed beta in October, only for PS3 though, so I'm out of that. And I'm not a huge fan of Dark Souls. I have it on my PC, but I just can't get into it. Anything else, really? I know there's two. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll probably wrap up these last two games unless I don't see anything else. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls is the new expansion. Yeah, some people are probably gonna be happy with that. I didn't play Diablo 3, so I don't really care. Dying Light is a new game from people who created the Dead Island series, and it pretty much looks like Dead Island, but with it looks really nice, but it's got like Mirror's Edge mixed in with it. And I liked what I saw. Everything except for the combat. Dead Island, I never liked what I saw from the combat. It just looked boring to me. So I guess we'll have to see, but as far as the free running and all that is, parkour, it looks like a lot of fun. There's a lot of zombies, and when it turns to nighttime, the zombies become like super powered and they can destroy you, so you just have to run away from them and hide. So that game is on my radar. I'm definitely interested to see more of it. It looks very cool. It just reminds me more of Dead Island, but with Mirror's Edge. It looks cool. I'm interested to see more on that. Anything else? Alright, I'll wrap it up with these last two games. So, like I mentioned with Sony, they showed off a infamous Second Son trailer where it showed off a little bit of the story, but mainly a new character by the name of Fetch, who is a conduit who has the power to control. Now, I think this is verified, but I believe the power is neon, which I don't really know what you could use of neon as a power. Like, what is a neon power? You just make stuff white? I'm not sure. So the character has neon, but in the trailer, Delson absorbs Fetch's power and gets the neon power. And they also do show off some more smoke gameplay. And we didn't really show off any neon gameplay. But I'm guessing it's going to involve you can make like a flash of light that blinds people or something like that. Yeah, we didn't show off too much. Just, you know that one of the powers is neon. And that's all we got, really. So, I wonder how many powers there are in that game and what they are. I'm going to guess there's probably like 5 or 6. I don't think it's going to be nothing too huge, but it's going to be enough to kind of like change it up every once in a while. So, yeah, I'm very excited for a game. Comes out in February. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not coming out for the launch, but I'll wait if it's going to be that good of a game. I'm very excited. And I actually forgot a game. Killzone Shadowfall was shown at Sony's conference, and I saw some stuff afterwards. Mainly multiplayer. The multiplayer looks like Call of Duty-ish. That game looks really nice. It's just, I'm not really sold on that game. It's one of those games, like I said with Battlefield 4, that I might think about getting a few weeks after launch, but I probably won't be getting it at launch. I am excited, though. Yeah, I'm interested to see. Like, I don't know what else I want to see if I game, though. I've seen gameplay. Maybe some more on the story, but I never played a Killzone game before, so I'm not really that interested in that game, but I still could pick it up. And last but not least, is Titanfall. Now this game is something else. I'm gonna do a little bit of a not like a, what is it called? It's called, I don't know. But this game it started out as like a, you know, just a basic train, just chugging away, and people were just popping on that train. You know, I was, you know, kept running on it. I was running with the train, but I was not on the train. Then with Gamescom, this train became a bullet train, where if you weren't on it, then you're gonna be left in the dust of being a loser. So I jumped on that train, and now I am a passenger on this Titanfall train. And the reason is, this game is looking sick as can be. It's just so action-packed. And there's so much going on, but it's just enough to make you... It's not too much, but it's just enough to be... Like, it's just a perfect balance of stuff going on. There's so much going on. There's wall jumping, there's mechs, there's all this guns, there's people running around, there's bombs going off, there's titans dropping down. There's just all over the place. And you still are pretty focused. But what really got me excited is every at least every outlet that I've read or watched is talking about how great this game is looking and how great it feels. Like every person. So, like, I don't know who said this, but one of them said that this game is the must-buy for all next-gen games so far. And it's one of his, like, the game he's most looked forward to since Halo 2 on Xbox. That's pretty big right there. This game it's got a huge amount of potential, and it looks like it's gonna reach that potential and knock out Call of Duty. Too bad it's only coming out on Xbox One and PC. So I probably won't be able to play it, even though I'm really pumped for this game. My PC I really highly doubt it can run Titanfall. I may even buy it just to try, but I really doubt it. So my best chance is to get the Xbox One version, but I have to get an Xbox One. And there's an Xbox 360 version, but it's being worked on by an outside developer, so you know it's gonna suck. So I'm not even gonna think about getting that. Yeah, this game it's looking really good. I just want to play it, but you know, all these people get to play it. I want to just play and experience it for myself. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to the game a lot. And if you want, look up some gameplay on the game for Gamescom, because it should get you pretty pumped. But yeah, that should wrap it up for games. Kind of not that great of a podcast, I have to say. I did a lot of rambling and all that. But it was a pretty good Gamescom. Not as big as E3, but that's to be expected. A lot of next-gen stuff, which makes sense since we're only months away. Each day I'm getting more and more excited. Luckily, I know I got like games like GTA 5 to hold me over for at least a month with that game. And I got Wind Waker in October. That should hold me off for October. But then in November, there's going to be 2 weeks in November, right before the PS4 comes out, where I'm just going to be dying and I just can't focus, and nothing's gonna make me happy. I'm gonna go and play like a game on my Xbox 360. I'm gonna be like, it's not the same. I just need my PS4 already. But hey, I'm still a few months away. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here. So next week, it might be a really dead week. Just because people are just like, we're done talking about games for this week. Just screw it. So it might be a really short podcast next week. And if it gets to be too short, I might do like a talk about a few games that were released. But yeah. So, if you guys are watching the PressStart podcast, thanks for watching. Hope you had a great Gamescom. And I am very excited for next gen and all the games that came out. Let me know what you guys thought. What games caught your eye the most? Are you excited for Titanfall? You probably are. Infamous Second Son. Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, whatever. It's your choice. And I'll see you guys next week. Oh, and one other thing. I know I've been saying I'm going to put an intro in. And I will be doing that very soon. I'm trying to find some free time to get it all together. Because I have an idea what it's going to be like. But it's going to take a lot of time to do. Time and effort to do. So I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks or before I head back to school to have that done. And I think you guys should like it if I do a good enough job on it. But yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.